So I don't know what's been more entertaining, watching The Hunting Wives or watching TikToks about the straight married women questioning their sexuality while watching the show.
Hey Graham, you mind if I borrow your wife?
Take my wife, please.
And it's all in good fun. Specifically, we need to talk about Margot Banks because underneath all of her sapphic seduction and southern charm, we might be looking at a textbook case of psychopathy. Just to be blunt, she is batshit crazy. My name is Katie. I'm a licensed counselor in North Carolina, and I have a wife, and we have 4 kids. 3 of them are with us right now, vacationing. You might hear them fighting in the background. Please subscribe, leave a comment. So let's define psychopathy. Now, before we jump in, I want to be clear that psychopathy isn't an official mental health diagnosis. It's a set of personality traits that's often associated with antisocial personality disorder. And these traits include manipulativeness, lack of empathy, superficial charm, callousness, and antisocial behavior like lying, violating social norms, sometimes criminality. So does this sound familiar? Let's see how Margot stacks up. Number 1, master manipulator. From episode 1, Margot draws Sophie in with charisma and confidence. She's magnetic, seductive, and knows exactly what to say to make people feel special.
In and out, okay? Just you and me. All right? Say it. Just you and me. That's right.
Until they outlive their usefulness. From their very first meeting in the bathroom at the NRA fundraiser where Sophie gets whiplashed by gay panic, we can see Margot using her charm.
I just gotta hold up it. I'll see you around, Boston.
It's almost as if she sees Sophie as a prize to win. At one point, she completely ghosts Sophie and blocks her, only to pop back into her life when she needs her. And what does Sophie do? She helps her.
I told you I'd be back.
That's how deep Margot's psychological grip is. Number 2, zero empathy. So Margot shows little to no empathy even after committing murder and obstructing justice. She doesn't just hurt people, she uses them, and when they break, she just shrugs, and that's really cold. Number 3, superficial charm. Margot's charm is a weapon. She uses her sexuality to have power and control. She flirts, she flatters, and seduces everyone from church women to closeted housewives to teenage boys. But it's not genuine connection, it's just manipulation. If you remember that sultry scene in episode 4 where she and Sophie are in bed, it's sexy, but it's also strategic. Margot knows how to emotionally disarm her prey. She tells her she wants to know all of her secrets and gets Sophie to discuss her miscarriage and her hysterectomy. Number 4, callousness and lack of remorse. So when Abby's body is found in the woods and Sophie becomes the main suspect, does she panic? No, she keeps partying, she keeps scheming. That's not just bad behavior, that's a lack of conscience. Number 5, exploitation and hypocrisy. So let's talk about that whole teenage boy subplot. Margot exploits a vulnerable teen named Brad, using her power and privilege to prey on him. And don't forget to add in her performative morality and political hypocrisy.
White people got the craziest shows. What you mean you're 52 doing a nasty with a high schooler who happens to be your best friend's son?
So Margot, she might be wounded, but she's chosen to wound others to climb her way up, and she'll destroy anybody in her path. So Margot Banks is not just a villain, she's a character study in how charm, seduction, and social mask can hide deeply destructive traits. And for viewers, especially queer ones, this show is a reminder that not every emotionally intense relationship is healthy, even if it's steamy. Remember, physical attraction does not equal compatibility, and you don't really know somebody until you've known them for at least 6 months. So if somebody feels intoxicating but keeps betraying your trust, That's not chemistry. That's a red flag. Don't you dare leave your husband or your wife or anybody like this, and stay away from them even if you're just dating. And remember, you don't really know somebody until you've known them for at least 6 months, and physical attraction does not equal to long-term compatibility. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Just checking in on all the straight girlies currently watching Hunting Wives, because I've been where you are, and I just want to make sure that you're okay, because as someone who used to describe herself as a bad bisexual, someone who was always attracted to women and found women beautiful and alluring and charming and wonderful in so many ways, but never really thought that I, could do that I could really do that. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you thinking about it maybe just a little bit more? Thinking maybe that might not be so bad.